I want to sound like a nationalist this morning. So this morning, my sermon is a very simple one.
Okay.
Ghana sports at 68.
Ghana sports at 68.
A heartbreaking anticlimax.
Oh.
Ghana sports at 68. A heartbreaking anticlimax. Before I get into that, let me wear my nationalist cap. The Black Stars of Ghana are in the white corner. Nathan, I have a very simple question for Ghanaians this morning. 68 years on, after all the investment in sports, after all our best moments, after all our glory days, after all the scandals, after all the exciting moments, today, are we proud of where we are when we talk about Ghana in sports? Nita, are you proud of where we are when we talk about sports in Ghana?
No, not at all.
You see, post-independence, football got Ghana onto the map. Even we can talk about Olympics before independence in Helsinki, Ghana was on the map. But when we started getting recognized as being a team that could win things, post-independence, in 63, we saw the AFCON title for the first time.
Yeah.
65, we saw the AFCON title. In 78, we saw the AFCON title.
Thank you.
In 82, we saw the AFCON title.
Yeah.
Since then, we haven't seen that AFCON title. We've come close on two occasions. In 2010, 2015, in 92, we've come close. But yet, so far. In recent times, Nathan, we cannot even progress out of the group stage of AFCON competitions in terms of men's football. And even more recently, we cannot even qualify for AFCON tournaments. This is how far we've sunk post-independence. Post-independence, we had our glory days. Now we are down there. Teams that shouldn't be beating us, teams that would say they picked football lessons from Ghana, have become tough nuts for us to crack. We cannot beat teams like Comoros comfortably. We cannot deal with teams like Cape Verde. We are struggling against teams like Mozambique. We are struggling against teams like Niger. We are struggling against teams like Sudan, war-torn Sudan. That is how far our men's national team has sunk. Even at juvenile level, where we used to boast of having some of the finest talents in this country at under 17, at under 20, suddenly the wheels have come off even there. So the conveyor belt to the national team is even torn. This is the state of our football. Yet, we are consistently praising ourselves, giving ourselves praises. We are Ghana, basking in past glory. That is where we are. We don't want to embrace the reality that we have become a toothless backing dog when it comes to football on the African continent. I will not talk too much about World Cups because World Cup wasn't really our thing until 2006. But when you talk about AFCON and our impact when it comes to football on the African continent, Ghana was way up there. Today, nobody fears Ghana. But we still believe that we are Ghana. We are a football nation. We are pretending to be doing football, spending all we can on our senior national team and getting nothing in return. Are Ghanaians excited about how low we have sunk when we talk about our football? You move on from football and you get into even boxing. Pre-Olympics, pre-independence, we had gone to Helsinki in 1952. Post-independence, our first Olympics was in Rome in 1960.
Okay.
When Clement Quarte picked silver.
Yep.
In 64, we went to Tokyo. Eddie Blay picked bronze in boxing. Prince Amate in Munich 72 picked bronze. Those were the first medals we picked from Olympic competitions.
So Rome,
as a nation.
So Rome, Tokyo,
Munich.
and Munich.
Then in Barcelona 1992, the under 23 team picked bronze.
Yes. Which is the
men's football team.
Yes. The Black Meteors.
Then recently, Samuel Techi was fortunate to have picked bronze in Tokyo.
Yeah.
You look at the period between 1972 and 1992, we didn't achieve much. And we are still struggling to win lots of medals despite our consistent participation. It is not because of lack of talent. It is never because of lack of talent.
In which sport?
In athletics,
Okay.
in boxing, in all the sports disciplines at the Olympics. It's never because of that. We have the talent. We have men in boxing. But how much training have they got? Who is training them? Where are the facilities to groom the next generation of boxers? At amateur level, Nathan, it will be sad for all of us to know that at the last Olympics, Ghana did not have a single boxer qualify. Post winning all the medals I've listed since 1960, sadly, we did not have a single boxer represent Ghana in Tokyo, in Paris 2024.
That's true.
Sadly. And we cannot be bothered. We seem not bothered about our dwindling fortunes in boxing. Today, we do not boast of a world title holder. Across all weight divisions, we have men masquerading around as boxers, pretending to be boxers, being whipped left, right, center in the boxing ring. Today. Again, why? Because the structure is broken. The structure is weak. The foundation is non-existent. So when we used to boast of the likes of DK Poison, Professor Zuma Nelson, Ike Kwoti, Nana Yakunedu, Royal Storm Drogbe of recent times, to a certain extent, Agbeku, Joshua Clottey, all of them.
You won't add Game Boy.
You know, Nathan, today, we do not even have a single world title holder. What happened to us?
Myself, we had Abigail Kwoti.
What happened to us, Nathan? You see, Nathan, we are serious. You see, today we cannot boast of a world title holder to fly the flag of Ghana on the international stage. It is sad. In track and field events, if not for anything at all, we used to see Aziz Zakari in finals of world championships, only for him to do a Devon lock. But we were proud to see a Ghanaian in the finals of a men's 100 meters race.
Yeah.
We saw the likes of Elvis Nkansa, Leo Miles Mills. We saw talents.
Yeah.
Today, we see young men with passion, young men who are hungry, young men who want to represent the flag and bring success. But how much support have we given to these young men? Joseph Polamwa, Azamati, all these young men, Gadaye and Co. What have we done for them to get them up to the level where they are consistent performers and they can consistently deliver? We've recently seen Intako clearly telling us we have talent. How have we created an environment for these talents to blossom? We are killing the dreams of all these athletes even before they start their careers because we do not want to invest. Until recently, when we got those Mondo tracks in Legon, show me where we had world-class facilities to train our athletes in this country. We didn't have. We don't have. We never had. Until recently, when we invested so much money in building those Mondo tracks in Legon. Nathan, why have we done this to our sports? Why have we deliberately planned to fail? Why have we deliberately abandoned what used to bring us so much joy? Just look at how excited people were about Intako and Superzo. Just see the excitement. Gauge the excitement among Ghanaians. It means that it is possible for us to do it and do it well and get the results. The other countries that are performing in sprints and winning, Botswana and Co., their athletes are human just like our people. But the difference is that they've had better support, better training, better people to impact knowledge and get them to the top. There has been a deliberate plan. Where is our deliberate plan? We've consistently paid lip service to sports development in this country. All sorts of documents have been created: sports policy, sports documents, sports development plan. We've seen all sorts of documents. When it comes to implementation and getting the deliverables, zero. We are missing. How long should we continue investing in football to the detriment of other sports where individuals don't need so much to get us up there? Mm-hmm. I think that at this point, if we are talking about resetting the nation, sports needs one of the biggest resets. And the key actors, the key players, from the president to the sports ministry to the federations to the Olympic committees,
National Sports Authority, this is the time where we must put all hands on deck. Where do we want our sports to go? Are we going to consistently focus on black stars and leave the rest to die? And leave young, talented men and women to give up their hopes of becoming world champions? What do we want to do? What direction do we want to go? Do we want to continue pretending to be doing sports, basking in past glory, throwing money at problems rather than fixing the problems? Is that what we want? 68 years on, we must decide as a nation what direction we want our sports to go. I will not even talk about our local league. Today, if I run a survey in this room and ask top players in Kotoko, top players in Hearts, or top players in most of the leagues, I am not sure anybody can mention any popular name here in Ghana. Our local league that used to be a source of joy for us, where lots of players came from the local league and played for the national team. Today, we cannot boast of players who can consistently nail a spot in our senior national teams or even our junior national teams. It is sad. We cannot continue believing we are a sports country or a sports nation when our structures are all broken. It's time for a proper reset of sports, a proper restructuring of all the structures that would lift sports to the next level. If we don't do all of that, we'll continue throwing money at the problem, and we'll continue going to tournaments and come back and lament. We'll continue pretending to be happy about how sports is being run in this country, and we'll eventually end up sinking further down. Today, our men's national team is ranked number 77 in the world and number 14 in Africa. Mm-hmm. If this is where we want to be, let us continue business as usual. But if we want to change things, the time is now. After 68 years, if we are happy with our sports, let's stay where we are. But after 68 years, if we are not happy, and we are seeing this nosedive, we are seeing the dwindling fortunes of our sports, and we won't do anything about it, then maybe, just maybe, it will get to a point where we'll just have to stop investing in sports completely and focus on other matters. I am done.